Aside from the sanctions, next month the European Union is planning to reinstate the generalized systems of preferences to boost trade between EU and Myanmar.
Next month we will be reinstating the generalized system of preference, which means that in future Myanmar will have duty-free, quota-free access to the EU market. This is very important. It's not just sanctions, but this is trade benefits.
This will be beneficial for both parties. For Myanmar in particular, it will benefit the textile and agricultural sector.
Because of the sanctions, there has been very little trade, and I think the last available statistics was something like 400 million euro in trade between Myanmar and the European Union. If you compare that to Thailand, where the last figures were 32 billion in trade between Thailand and the European Union. Remember, countries of similar population, 32 billion as opposed to 400 million, you can see that there's a lot that needs to be done. But I think the trade will be encouraged by the reinstatement of the generalized system of preferences, and that will enable particularly trade, for example, in textiles and in agriculture to resume. So those are two areas where I think that Myanmar have the possibility of taking quick advantage of the new trade arrangements.
According to Dr. Ong Thun That, member of Myanmar Investment Commission, the reinstate of the generalized systems of preferences by the EU will create more job opportunities for the local, especially young women in labor-intensive industries. However, the EU ambassador to Thailand, Myanmar, Laos and Cambodia emphasized that the changes in Myanmar take time.
Now, all these things will take time because Myanmar has gone through almost 60 years of mismanagement, of economic mismanagement, and it is not overnight that you can perform a miracle and have magic transition from economic mismanagement to a perfect system. So all these things will take time. They need huge support, the administration, in capacity building. The administration really needs help because they have no real experience of these things, and this is one of the areas that the European Union will be helping with, is the capacity building of the administration so that they can deal with the modern challenges.
Myanmar is on the rise. Thailand, as a neighbor with over 2,000 kilometers shared border lines, should take part in helping Myanmar enter the international community.
I think Thailand, as a democracy and an important democracy in the region, has a lot to offer. Not just trade, because of course in investment, the Dawei port is something that a lot of people talk about, and maybe this will develop in a positive sense. I very much hope so. But there's a lot that Thailand can bring in terms of help and experience on how to hold democratic elections. All sorts of things that Thailand has a lot of experience in can be brought in terms of governance, in terms of regional experience, in terms of helping them. For example, Myanmar will be chairing ASEAN next year. Thailand can offer a lot to help because they have a lot of experience in doing this over the years. So I think there's a great deal that Thailand can do to help that goes beyond investment and trade.
Even though it may take many years for Myanmar to catch up with Thailand in terms of development, the country has got much support from the international community that will help Myanmar to grow faster. On the way, Tang Mi San from Myanmar Focus Daily.